All right, so our next match is going to be Ramil Oregas and Gabe Wilkalkia. We'll be back in just a few minutes, guys. Stay tuned. All right, we are back. We have the intern and Gabe. So it looks like the intern won the. Did they flip or lag? I didn't see what they
They
did.
lagged.
Okay, he said he was going to lag. He
Always.
asked me what I would do, and I said, well, I feel like you have more control when you're lagging,
You do.
you know, so.
I mean, otherwise, it's just a flip of a coin. It could be 50-50 either
Right.
way.
Right.
With the lag, I mean, you practice lagging. You know, it's a skill.
Yep. True that. So he said he was going to lag all the time. All right, so Ramil gets the first break. Ramil Oregas and Gabe Wilkalkia. Ramil breaks dry. Safe, or are you trying to bank the one?
I'm gonna play safe. He did it. And
Oh, that works out quite nicely.
he's gonna
for
get
Gabe.
safe, yeah.
Yeah.
But I'd be playing the safe the whole time.
No guts, no glory.
That's what you say.
That's why you always get farther in tournaments than I do. Rick wants to know what cameras we're using.
Well, you know, actually, they're little Canons.
Yeah. Little camcorders.
Yeah, just little Canon cameras.
When we first started, we had the big heavy-duty Sony, like, television production kind of cameras.
Well, they weren't that. They
weren't that, you know.
they're professional
Yeah.
cams, but yeah. But now we're just. I mean, the cameras have gotten so good that you can get a really good camera for $300 or $400, which is what these are, and they just work really well. And they're easy to pack up and ship or haul around. Yep, they go to 1080.
Gabe's trying to get another little safe out of this, I think.
We bought these cameras a few years, 3 years ago.
Yeah, I think 3 years ago.
You made me for a second. So yeah, I think the model that we got has actually been discontinued, and they come out with new models, but yeah.
And is Ramil going to get a little lucky out of that one? I think Gabe can see it. He's just going to play a little safe here, though, I think. Yep, just thin off the side of it. Rick, you can come cross country, just don't expect to work for more than peanuts. And we mean literal peanuts.
If you get a raise, you get dry roasted.
Yeah. And if you do really well, we might throw in a few cashews.
Only executives get the pistachios, though.
Yeah. I don't like things like pistachio pudding, but I like pistachios.
I have never heard of pistachio pudding.
You've never heard of pistachio pudding?
No.
Have you ever been down the Jell-O aisle? The baking aisle with all the Jello pudding and mixes and stuff. It's like a staple.
Are you kidding me?
Well, it's on every set. Pistachio pudding. It's because it's green. That's why I don't like it. You know me and green things.
Well, pistachios are kind of green.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
Oh, man. If he had just been able to put a little bit more English on that, he could have come up above the side pocket. But instead, he went right into the side pocket. So, all right, this is Ramil's opportunity.
Ramil Oregas. Oh, Ramil. Shots.
Seriously.
Shots.
That might warm you up if you had, a couple shots and something.
Oh, yeah. I'm not, but yeah. I'm just going to drink all of your stuff here.
Apparently, we might have to stop at the store and get more because I didn't bring any with me. It's still really hot, isn't it?
Yeah.
Those are great mugs, man.
When I take a big swig of it, that's when it's like, oh, yeah, that's hot. Oh, that burns. Owie, owie, owie.
All right, so let's see if Ramil can't close this rack out and take the first game.
If we can.
There's only one event that Adrienne lets me have shots and be on the air. And we only do that one twice a year. Because she really has no control because people are buying us drinks at that event.
They do. They do.
All right, so Ramil takes the first game. No, it's that APA event that we do in April and November. So yeah, that's the one that we get to do. Get to be more relaxed. But St. Patrick's, if we did a St. Patrick's Day tournament, we ought to be able to have some libation.
Okay. Go right ahead. But I'm not drinking no green beer.
No, not green beer.
Or Guinness. I just don't like beer.
Guinness. That's my favorite. Nice shot by Gabe. All right, so let's see here. Cutting the 2 down the rail, or are you playing some sort of a safe here?
Well, I might cut the 2 down the rail because it can be a built-in 2-way, but it's easier to get back over on the 3. And the 3 does go past the 5 into the corner pocket, so.
Let's just switch camera angles.
No.
Okay, fine.
Why would I want to do that?
To get Ramil's good side?
Like he has one?
That's mean. He wants to send us a resume.
Well, he says he'll work for cashews and beer.
I'm down with that. I can afford cashews and beer. It's funny. Nice shot by Gabe. 4 goes by the 6, and then he just has to come off that rail. He's got the 5, and the 6 is right there. So this could be a pretty good rack for him. You shouldn't have any trouble getting out in this rack.
Rick says, wow. I'm not sure if it's to the cashews and beer. Or the shot he made on the table.
I think the shot he made on the table. I'm going to assume it's the shot he made on the table. You know, because we're here to watch Bull, not talk about cashews and beer, but we'll see.
Hey, I'm negotiating here. I'm getting us some help. Yeah, I heard that Gabe has been doing well in the Friday night tournament. He and
Oh, he was saying wow about Ramil's good side.
yeah.
That comment. Yeah,
Was it Gabe that Stan said he played last night?
I don't know. I haven't talked to Stan today. I
That
haven't
was-
even said hi to Stan.
Yeah, I know she was good.
We here at Rail to Rail Productions have respect for all life forms. We just also have disrespect for all life forms in equal measure. So, you know. Everybody's fair game where I'm concerned. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. He did get a ball on the break, and he can see the 1 ball. The 2 balls on the far rail as the camera turns. Down there by the corner pocket. The 3 is almost directly across from the 2, so that's going to be the tricky part.
Ooh, he was flirting with that
Yes,
side pocket.
he was flirting. So let's see if Ramil remembers some of the things he was talking about on the stream table, or while he was commentating about playing, enjoying the experience and taking what the table gives him and all that sort of good stuff.
Well, I don't think he was enjoying that experience.
No, but that's a pretty good leave. If I leave my opponent that and they come with a shot, I'm like, all right, they came with a shot.
Yeah.
You know, can't do much about that. Looks like he's going to try to cut that in. Oh, well, thought he was going to scratch there, but he did not. He's trying to use that 8 ball as a huge blocker, and he just kind of basically I think he left Gabe enough of an angle into that 3 that he could either cut it in or bank it. Looks like he's far enough off the rail that he might be able to cut it into the side pocket. Come up table for the 5. And well played, well played. He's got a little bit of angle on that. He's got to get back all the way down table for the 6 ball. The 6 and the 5 are in approximately the same spot on the rails, just on opposite ends of the table.
I'm always so excited when I do that.
That was well played, yep.
You know, when you get those little additions to your game, those things that you learn and stuff, and then you do it and it works out perfectly. It's just like, ooh, look at that. I want to cheer, you know. Being the stoic player that I am, I don't say anything.
You know, maybe you should cheer a little bit more for yourself.
No.
No?
It blows my concentration.
Well, I'm sorry. And I'm sorry for all those times I have blown your concentration for you. Kind of selfish that way, aren't I?
Yeah.
Yeah, you are. Crazy lady. That's what you're saying, right? Trying to be diplomatic.
Yep. That's me, the diplomat. I just know who's giving me a ride home. Got to preserve that. Ugh.
Gabe did all that work and then he missed the 9-ball. I hate that.
Ramil.
Focus, Ramil, focus. Well, if you can't get in one pocket, get in the other. All right, so Gabe has tied this. Well, actually, I'm sorry, Gabe has gotten a game, so he's on the board here. It's 2-1. Ramil Oregas up over Gabe Wilkalkia. Well, off-angle combo on the 1-2.
It'll go.
You know whose name I didn't see on the list?
Who's?
Lake McKay. He's played in these tournaments a lot lately, and he wasn't on the list.
Are you sure?
Yeah, I don't recall seeing his name, and I haven't seen him here. Unless I just missed him. Oh, yeah, he is on the list. I just haven't seen him. Which is weird.
The drawing is tomorrow.
The sun will come out tomorrow.
We'll do it before the finals. Woo-hoo.
We're just not sure how close to the finals. We just might do it before we even get on the air tomorrow. You just never know.
No, because we'll be asking trivia questions tomorrow, too. So you still have time to get into that drawing.
Rick, here we go, intern, here we go. Say womp, womp, side of the head.
Oh. Woohoo!
Go Buckeyes. Sorry, Sharon Bledsoe.
Harbaugh may be looking for another job.
Nah, he hasn't been there 5 years yet. He hasn't worn everybody out. All right, so Gabe has tied it up at 2 apiece here in a race to 7. So Ramil's going to have to wait for his shot at the table to kind of get himself back on track here. This is the hard part sometimes about tournaments like this, where you have to just bide your time, and then you have to be able to pull the trigger once you get that opportunity. And sometimes it's really hard pulling that trigger. It's like we've talked about this a couple of times before, especially when you're playing like safety games, safety battles, and then it's time to hit go and, put the pedal to the metal, and sometimes you just can't. So, Rick, I think I have a thought to get some little rail-to-rail fleeces made with our names on them. And I think that's what I'm going to do for Ramil. It's going to say, Ramil, the intern, Oregas. Adrian's will say CEO. Mine will say CEO, COO. And Ramil's will say the intern. I'm going to get little fleeces made for us. Yeah. Yours will say Adrian, COO. Mine will say Annie. Or yours will say Adrian, CEO. Mine will say Annie, COO. And his will say Ramil, the intern. Or maybe it'll just say the intern. Or just intern. It'll just say intern. There we go. That would be funny. All right, so Ramil has a chance. Ramil has a shot here. Ramil's up at the table. He needs to take a deep breath and just focus in a little bit. One in the side, come up table, and push that 7 out of his way enough. Oof. A little bit hard on that. So I think maybe just a little bit adrenaline. Yeah, keep it generic for the next intern. It'll just say intern on it. That was a nice, pretty cut. Sit. He's okay. Ooh, what the heck were you trying to do there? He was trying to get a little bit too much done on that shot. I really wish I wish. My favorite movie is A Christmas Story, right?
Mm-hmm.
And one of my favorite scenes is at the end when they go to the Chinese restaurant and the guys are trying to sing Jingle Bells. Jinger bears, jinger bears. Cracks me up every time. Anyway, I wish Rick lived closer because he seems kind of funny.
Ooh. Yeah. New Hampshire is kind of a long ways away.
Oh, yeah. Talk about one end of the country to the next, right? Okay, so see this guy playing on the table next to Ramil?
Yes.
He kind of looks like Lake, but
That's not like.
not really, right? See, he's funny. Funny looking, too. What do I always say?
Yes, I know.
I'm funny, not just looking. Come on. We must be two peas in a pod. Ooh, right in the drink.
So, Ramil, 2 all out. What do you do?
Make them both. He sounds like my alter ego.
Yeah.
You'd be afraid, wouldn't you?
No, I can handle it. I've had 6 years of practice with you.
Who misses that shot?
Who rushes that shot?
Okay, we both need to do this. All right, so Gabe has taken a 3-2 lead because Ramil can't make the 9-ball. Wow, television production for 7 years.
Oh, well.
Could you be our new best friend?
So, just so you know,
You might start out with cashews.
you may fire us.
We just might start you out on cashews.
He's going to walk down here and say, "What are you guys doing? This is not professional."
We're not professionals, we're streamers. There's a big difference. we are the grunge of live streamers.
So, do we tell him that Warner's got $150 on him?
Warner, I think I'd see if you can get out of that bet. Well, I don't think he can see that. I don't think he can see that 2-ball, so this could be a little bit of a sticky wicket. So he's going to have to try to come off that bottom rail is what he's looking at. And if he hits the 2, it should go in.
Oh,
and
he just missed it.
Just missed it. He came into that side rail a little too low. If he had been able to come up a little higher, that might have been all right. But instead he gives Gabe ball in hand, the 2's in the pocket, the 4's in the pocket, the 5's out in the open. I think the 6 is already off the table. So this could be another unfortunate rack for Ramil. Gabe's been making mistakes, but Ramil hasn't been taking advantage. You can have some pistachios wired space. Oh no, the 6 wasn't off the table yet. I just couldn't see it because he was standing in the way. All right, so cut the 8 in.
Cut the 8. Cool. You're going to follow it, so you come off the side rail and back over. It was a little too much. You either have to decide that you're going to go just the 2 rails, or if you're going to go 4 rails. It's a thin cut on, you know, it's a thinner cut on the 8 ball, so you have to make that decision. And he makes the ball.
Nailed it. So he's now up 4-2.
Wow. I think he was swinging a safety.
And Ramil's having a hard time making the ball. Creamers. Oh, okay. All right. So Gabe, actually I thought Gabe could see that 2 ball, but he's going to have to try to spin around the 8. So the huge 8 ball got him. All right, so Ramil has ball in hand. Let's see if he can't actually make the ball this time on ball in hand. That's right, get a little closer. There's no reason to stretch out that far. And don't overthink it. That works. I like playing the rails. I feel like playing the rails gives me more room for error. And Lord knows I need as much room for error as I can get. Oof. Were you cheesing the 9 there, buddy boy? He would really like for that 9 ball to get in his way, but it's not gonna. Oh, wired space. By the way, those are some pretty nice palette creations you got going on. Francis must be very happy, aka Mrs. Wired. Alright, looks like Gabe is well on his way to another run out here, so Ramil can take a little bit of a break if he wants to. He might consider that because Gabe seems to be on a roll. Might give him an opportunity to just sort of reset, I guess is the word I'm looking for, because Gabe is a good player. I remember a couple of years ago he really took it to Stan in this event, and a couple other players, you know, he got really far in the tournament and nobody really knew where he was from, you know. And so you can't really give a guy like that a lot of opportunities, and Ramil has given him far too many opportunities. So So just we need your name, address, phone number, email address, anything that we might need to get a hold of you in case you are the eventual winner. Obviously, you do not need to be present to win the drawing because, you know, you're in New Hampshire and we're here in Washington State. So, you know, it's going to be a little bit hard for you to be right here when we do the drawing tomorrow. But if you are the eventual winner, we will send you the cue. So that's the way to go with that. All right, so 5-2. Ramil did take a little bit of a break. Let's see if that doesn't sort of reset him and get him back in the flow. But unfortunately, I don't think Gabe's going to give him the shot here. I think he's going to end up running this rack out unless he makes another unforced error. And, you know, Gabe has gotten himself warmed up now and used to the table. And from what I remember about Gabe, he doesn't really like to give things up once he gets started. So this could be a little bit of a problem for Ramil. All right, so Gabe's on the hill. All right, so Ramil has taken off his sweater. Maybe that was constricting him too much. Let's see. He just needs to focus here. He needs a little bit of focus. Just one ball at a time. What other sort of platitudes can I come up with? See, you got that to rattle home. Maybe that'll get him started. Sometimes all you need is one ball to just rattle home or get a little bit of a lucky safe. And I'm not sure he did either one there. So, welcome back.
Hey.
Oh, hey.
So why is Wired Space in our chat room and not playing in in this tournament?
Because he just moved and he's been playing farmer and he has no idea where his cues are at the moment.
Oh.
So, there you go. Those were the excuses that he gave earlier.
I'm not sure they're good enough excuses.
Well, not to mention the fact that he's started a new cottage industry.
Which is?
Making things out of pallets.
Oh.
He made a coffee rack and he made a bathroom rack and now he's working on a bookcase. So when he gets tired of doing tech industry stuff, he's going to open up his own pallet creation shop. There you go, Ramil. Just try to make it hard on him. You know, don't just be rolling over and showing your belly. Got a good hit out of it, but he scratched. So, all right. 2 in the corner, closest to the camera. Float down for the 3. And then... Oh, he's going to take it that way. I wouldn't take it that way. Well, unless he can still float down for the 3. See, I didn't like it that way. That was a problem. That's why I would have taken the 2 in this corner. Closest to the camera. Now he's right on top of that 3 ball. And he needed more angle on that 2 ball to just float down between the 3 and the 9 and give himself a shot on the 3. There you go. That was a good hit. Can Gabe... Boy, I think he needed that cue ball to come up just a little more. I think Gabe can spin off. Oh, he's going to come off the side rail. Okay. Got a good hit on the 3. Is he going to make the 4? Nope.
It hangs in the balance.
And unfortunately for Ramil, he doesn't have a shot on the 3. Unless he runs it up table.
Oh, we'll go in the corner past the 6.
What?
It'll go in the corner past the 6.
The 3 ball? He was on the wrong side of the 3 for that.
Oh, never mind.
Thanks, Rick. Ooh, and he works for pizza, too. So, Rick, on your way out, can you stop in Chicago and get us a Giordano's pizza?
I've been to Chicago twice and have not had it.
You're so wrong. That is just so wrong.
You know, well, see, here's the thing is I'm not really in Chicago. I'm in Grayslake, which is outside of Chicago, about
It is not
45
that
minutes
far.
or so. It's far enough. So I didn't.
There's still an L train that goes out there, isn't there? You just hop on the L and go downtown.
I wouldn't even know where it is.
The
It's
L?
like LaGrange to Cleveland.
Okay.
It's kind of out in the, out there. There's not much.
Well, there were highways that went from LaGrange to Cleveland, so.
Well, yeah, there's highways, but it's LaGrange is a little closer to Cleveland than Grayslake is to Chicago. It's like driving from Hartville to Cleveland. It's an hour drive. Says he has a brother in Chicago. He's going to see if he can FedEx one to us.
Ooh. Man, he's moving up the list.
I fear he's going to be terribly disappointed. He's going to come out here and say, what is this? Because he worked in television. I mean, this isn't anything like it.
It may not be 30 minutes or less. Probably not 30 minutes or less. I'm just gonna have to break down, and they will ship their pizzas around the country. So I just might have to break down and.
They don't cook them first, do they?
No. No.
Because it wouldn't wind up warm by the time we got it. No matter how quick you ship it.
So yeah, I just might have to see if I can have them ship us a pizza so you can experience Giordano's. It is awesome.
So what makes it so awesome?
Everything. There's just nothing bad about a Giordano's pizza.
Well, is it the sauce or the cheese
Yes.
or the ingredient?
Yes. It's all of it.
Excuse me.
It's all of it. All right, so Gabe Wilkalkia has defeated Ramil Oregas by a score of 7-2.